Would you like to grow moringa, but maybe you live in an apartment or maybe you live in an area that doesn't really grow moringa all year? Well, now I have a chance for you to adopt one of the trees that we have here on the property. I'm Kendrick Henry, your local USA moringa farmer, and I'm in Plant City. And this is Grow Moringa Farms, a 2.5 acre property where we now have over 75,000 trees sprouting on site. But the really, really great, amazing opportunity that I have available for you today is that you can adopt one of these trees as your own. And I'm going to provide you with some of the material that your tree produces. Right now, we're going to go ahead and harvest one of the trees that are over here in the youngest part of the field because they're starting to stretch. They're starting to get really tall. One of the trees went down, the large oak trees went down in the hurricane, and I can see that this moringa tree here is starting to stretch in between the branches here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and bring these trees back down really short with you today. And we're going to harvest the material. Look how tall that is. Oh my goodness. She's long and tall. I can't even grab any of those greens up there because they're way up there. Well, if you adopted this tree right here, you could actually get some of those greens. The reason why I'm going to cut the tree back real short is so that way it actually splits out real low like this. See how this tree splits out real low like that? And you see how all of these trees, moringa trees here, split out real low. Like, look at this. This tree froze back completely in the frost. This was the original trunk right here. But she produces now 2 large stems. All of these trees have multiple stems really low. We're going to come back and harvest this row here very soon. But we're about in the middle of the farm. We have about a 1/2 acre this way, and then we have about another 1/2 acre this way that I haven't developed yet. And I have a map that you can see where to adopt moringa trees. Oh, we finally have a flower. We have a flower on our Seminole pumpkin. Oh, it's going to start making pumpkins. Oh, it's already starting to make pumpkins out here. We have our first Seminole pumpkin. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. This is one of the goals that I've had living out here, moving out here, is to have summer crops. Now we have pumpkins. I'm going to come back and do a quick tour, but for now, let's just harvest this tree together. I wanted to introduce you to Grow Moringa Farms, myself, and the fact that we now have a program that you could be a part of. It's called the Adopted Moringa Tree Program. Give me 1 second. Let's put on the hat cam. And let's just do a quick cutback together where it gets too hot. So that way you can see exactly what these trees are producing now. They're producing really, really big sticks and stems. And lots and lots of leaves. I'm going to go ahead and get this tree cleaned up at the base. Actually, I think this tree fell over. I think the original tree fell over here. Yep. And she's growing up from the base here. There's roots sticking out here. There's another whole piece sticking out here. Oh yeah, there's some weeds coming in between this. There's some dead branches here, but wow, she's really rooted in here. really nicely. So I'm just going to cut this piece off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece off as well. And we're just going to keep this one piece here. This is a stick that I can regrow out in the field. And now we're going to go ahead and just bring this tree back and protect her in this space. We're just going to leave her just like this. She fell over in the storm. But this actually is the aisle that we walked down. And now that this tree fell over, I can begin to put more mulch over here and utilize this space actually as a full row. I kind of was skipping this little area because of the tree. Okay, you ready? Here we go. I want this to pop out. I want this to pop out. I want that one to pop out. I want that one to pop out. And possibly I want that one to pop out. So what I'm going to do is just bring her back right here. At an angle, I went ahead and scored all the way around. That way she can just easily pop off like that. Okay. Then what I'll do is I'll come over. And I might even cut this stick back down a couple pieces shorter, so like I can replant this. And when you adopt a tree, when there's cuttings, you can actually receive the cuttings. So we'll go ahead and now make a bunch of cuttings from this tree. We'll save the leaves. This is what I was saying the other day, is that start a tree from seed, and then it grows over the summer. And by the end of summer, harvest your tree. That way you can make 10 more trees. You just have to harvest it. This is how you can turn one tree into 10, and then those 10 you can turn into 100. So within 1 year, you could turn one tree into 100 trees. Because it's still early enough in the summer to where when I plant these sticks out in the field, they'll regrow, and then I can even plant those sticks that grow from that within 1 year from now. There we go. That's a great harvest off of one tall branch there. We got tons of greens. This is still a little tall, so I'm going to go ahead and bring her back just a little bit more. Boom. Boom. And then we'll stick this one in the ground. I'll show you. I'll just come over here and stick this baby in the ground over here. This is one of our orchard rows. A moringa tree should be right here. There should be a big moringa tree right here in this spot right here. So let's go ahead and just put this stick right here. That way she begins the process of regrowing right here in this empty spot. The reason why I can tell is because I've got a moringa tree here in the front, and here's my double row orchard, and then it staggers. I've got a moringa tree here, Mexican sunflower here. Moringa tree here, Mexican sunflower. And it rotates to where I have a Mexican sunflower or another plant on the opposite side of the moringa tree. See, there's moringa tree here, and then there's chaya. Then we've got chaya, moringa, Mexican sunflower. I've actually got to get over here and harvest this tree. I'm going to go ahead and do that, actually. Let's go over here. You can actually reserve and adopt any one of these trees. This This is probably row 5 right here, and this is like the numbers like 100. Like if you go to the map, oh, look at this. This could actually be replanted really nicely as well. If I take this and even take this off here, we'll use this stick here. This could regrow into a whole new one. These sticks are going to go in the ground right now. So I've been kind of really loading up the space, even though there's one main one there. I'm even kind of putting, you can see I've even just put like a cassava right there. I'm overloading the space right now. Just got one right there. Thickening up the rows real thick. Just adding as many trees as possible. Why not? Right now we've got some other things coming in, but I can just stick that right there in the mulch. Did you see how easy it was just to put that in? That's because I have like 2 feet of mulch right here. I'm picking out lots of vines right now, cleaning up. Let's go ahead and bring this tree back and lift her back up. We've got a lot of vines over here. I went ahead and pulled some of these vines off the other day. They're just kind of dying. Now our intensive rows are already starting to get as tall as me. So I'm going to come through here. I'm really happy to see that we already have Seminole pumpkins coming in. How beautiful. Let's do one more and let's see before the phone gets too hot. It's already getting hot out here. This has multiple branches down below here. Wow, this one fell over as well. So what I'm going to do is just pull some of these branches. Yeah, she fell over. But I'm probably going to keep these 2 here. That helps to lighten the load right there. And then pull that one off there. And then we'll bring this back down short. Boom. Boom. So that way she'll start regrowing right here. I can trim this tree back and she's in a good position now where she can come back from there. Then what I can do even is do the same thing. Just go ahead and get this cut back here. Get this cut back here. Get this cut back. And I can even turn this into a tree itself. And put this in a position down here where the mulch is. There might be a tree even over here that needs to be replaced. I think there is a tree right here that needs to be replaced. Yeah, this one right here, she's not coming back. She's not coming back, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and I put some soil here in this little spot here. I might go ahead and just, let's see. What might come up of this? Take this rotting piece off here. And what I was thinking is this one is a little bit low. So pull this lower one off. Even this stick right here could become a whole new tree. I could just stick this right here. That could sprout. Right now is a great time of year just to plant as many as possible. I don't let any opportunity go to waste to plant sticks. This one rotted here. But if I go ahead and see in line here and bury this one completely here like this, she could possibly root right there, and that whole base could turn into a root, and then she'll grow from that right there. And look at that, she's already got 2 bases. Real nice. I'll pull up the map here. I'll print the map out so that way you can see, so that way when I call some of these numbers out, you can decide what number tree you'd like to adopt. That would be the best way to invest in our operation and give back to the farm here and support our mission. I'm producing lots of cuttings now. Lots of real thick cuttings here, short, thick cuttings. I stopped shipping cuttings in the mail just because I want people to have really good success. Although a lot of people maybe didn't say anything, I think several people would say something to me like, hey, my cuttings didn't make it. My cuttings didn't grow. And so I've decided to just take cuttings off of the website just because I want people to succeed. Cuttings were kind of like a cheaper option, but that cheaper option sometimes resulted in not actually being able to sprout those cuttings. A lot of people that have never sprouted anything before were upset that their cuttings didn't make it. So just as a business, as a way to prevent, upset people asking for refunds or calling me a scam, saying, hey, this tree didn't grow, and they might have, ordered it over the winter time or something. Like, I can grow pretty much moringa all year round, but people who have never tried growing moringa, I'm dealing with a lot of first-time customers who have never even grown anything. And yeah, it doesn't feel good when people are calling me names, calling me a scam, or saying that their stuff didn't grow. So I'm trying to do things more simple now as the business grows and expands. That's the thing that happens in business is you don't always do the same thing that you did when you started. When I started, I sold cuttings. Now that I'm 10 years in, I was just realizing that this is the 11th year that I was working here on this property. 11 years ago, I started working on this property in 2014. And it was a plant nursery. It was a full-out plant nursery. And I bought the place from the boss. And I moved in about 5 years ago. And now here we are, farming and giving away spots for people to sponsor. What an amazing journey. And so I've learned a lot from selling cheap cuttings with the ambition of helping people. But really what it did was it kind of created a lot of angry people, because they're like, hey, my cuttings didn't grow. It's your fault. And so I don't really like that feeling of being blamed for something I don't know what happened on the way, the travel. I'm shipping these things across the country. They could have been irradiated. There's a lot of factors. They could go in shock. So then when you get them, they might not grow. Plus, I don't know your experience, your growing conditions, anything really. So I'm trying to reduce the noise that's happening in the business. So you might say start off selling cuttings, or also, like, I'm not opposed to selling cuttings at the market. Like, I would take these cuttings to the market and sell them locally, because I could actually talk to the people, show them. I know that they're in Florida. I know that they're local. I know that they would have a better chance of growing cuttings. It's just people are buying cuttings in like Pennsylvania in December. And then they hit me up in February or March saying, my cuttings didn't grow. I want a refund. And that's tough on a small business that depends on every dollar coming in. And then when I say, no, sorry, those people are upset. They put in a bad review. And that's just not what I want. That's not the goal here. The goal here is to help help. And so what I decided is to take the cuttings off and sell the trees. And so what I do is I send 10 trees, and even if only one tree makes it, this is why I send 10, just so you know. I send 10 for you to tell me only one made it, and I say, success, you got one. The goal was to get you a moringa tree. I sent 10 just so that way you have one that takes. And so the cost of the kit with the 10 trees is cheap compared to what you're actually getting. So when somebody calls me and says, hey, only one of my trees lived, I say, great, you got a success story. And they say, no, I want a refund. And I say, well, you got one of the 10 to grow. That was the whole point. That's why I send 10. I send 10 just so that way one grows. Even sometimes people will say, hey, only 5 of them made it. I'm like, man, your cup is half full, or is it half empty? Which one? And I send seeds. I send seeds in every box. So that way, if only one make it, you've got 20 seeds that you can start on your own. And so that's my way of, as a business. So if like you're listening to this and you're starting your business, these are some of the tactics that I use to keep the business in business, and also making sure that people have a tree no matter what. I think I need a new saw. It's starting to get dull. And I want clean cuts. So let's make sure we still got our hat on. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and take these out. Oh, I wanted to cut that one back. I might have to. Let's just do it real quick. Let's just go. We'll leave these cuttings here. Okay. Got lots of cuttings. You know, I just get a lot of communication. I get about 10 emails a day, or 20 emails a day or so from customers asking questions. And you know, I want to reduce the amount of dissatisfaction, but it's tough. You know, it's a natural plant. I chose nature. Nature's tough when trying to sell nature, honestly, because it's unpredictable. You know, I don't know what's going to happen or where the conditions. I don't know you. I don't know your experience. So that's why I tell people. Yesterday I had to send an email to somebody that, like, hey man, like I don't know what happened. I don't know you. I don't know your experience. I'm sorry that, you know, say maybe your seeds didn't grow, your trees didn't grow, your cuttings didn't grow. I swear it's not my fault. Just keep trying. You know, how many times have I just lost trees? I didn't blame anybody. I just kept going. Getting to the point now where I have thousands and thousands of trees on site, to where if something dies, if something happens, I'm not dependent just on one tree. It's a numbers game. Let's get this tree back up. Let's pull some of this soil out from underneath. Make a nice little space here now that we brought her back. Yeah, she's getting back upright again here. Looks like she's got some roots that are just kind of shooting up now. What I'll probably do is just cut that root back. She's got a couple more down in the ground. That's a nice root there. And we'll just get her back up right there. Yeah, she's in there for sure. I noticed also, like, this one is just kind of coming this way. This one is just kind of coming this way. I can even stick that cutting in the ground. This one's just kind of coming in the middle. I could also just stick that in the ground. I'm sticking as many trees in the ground as possible. And also this one is just kind of coming out into the aisle like this. So I might even just cut this one off as well. Nice little nubbies. Okay. Yeah, I've just been venting. You know, I'm getting a lot of, not a lot, a few, you know, just a few unhappy customers. And it really, you know, when I try really hard to make everybody happy, but that's the thing. I just can't make everybody happy. Oh, here's a cassava she took. I'm going to go ahead and put her back in the ground here too. Her little thing. She'll make it. I just want to help as many people as possible. I got to keep the business afloat. And so, you know, my policies that I've put in place are also so that way people don't take advantage of me. I think I got taken advantage of a lot. Let's come in the shade real quick. You know, starting this business out, just kind of got taken advantage of, and people would say, hey, you know, my seeds didn't grow or my trees didn't grow, but I feel like they're just trying to get more out of me. And so just trying to protect myself so that way I don't go down that rabbit hole of just feeling used and abused. I see all the messages, I get back to all the comments, and I think that's the struggle with an entrepreneur. You know, I see everything, I hear everything, I feel everything. And I'm really just trying to help as many people as possible. One of the ways that that you can help me here, let's see if I can put this down in a position where maybe you can see me as I talk here a little bit more. Let me finish this up. See, can you guys see that? Yeah, that's probably good. You know, as you guys get to know me more, that's really the biggest thing for me is getting people to know me and know where I come from, know my mission, know my goals here on the farm. Today, we're actually having a retreat, and we're hosting an event here at the farm, the first of many. Thankfully, I have a beautiful girlfriend that is a Reiki master, and I'm able to host a space for her to meet people and to raise their vibration. Today's event is called Return to Your Higher Self, and I think that's what I'm beginning to practice when I speak to people. You know, I'm not, you know, they say the nice guy finishes last. You know, I'm trying to be, not trying, but I am helpful, but I will not be taken advantage of and thought of in a way that is easily manipulated. And I'm also not taking advantage of you either. Every single one of the orders that I ship out and I send come with extra seeds, come with extra things. And also when you order from me, you'll notice that there is a gift, an extra gift in your package, that if you have a problem, I'm not able to necessarily give you a full refund. But if you order from me, you have an opportunity to reorder at a discount, at an extreme discounted rate. If you're unsatisfied in any way, this is something that I put together that I said, hey, you know, as a way to kind of reduce, and it has absolutely reduced the amount of unsatisfaction. Is I throw in a special deal for you. There's a piece of paper in your order, and you can reorder at a highly discounted price. I put a coupon code in there for you. And thank you. I think today was a little bit of a venting day, getting to know me. I'm dealing with a lot of communication, trying to figure out how to manage that as an entrepreneur, how to make as many people as possible happy. Of course, I'm not going to be able to make everyone happy, but I simply am doing my best. The prices for shipping are skyrocketing. I've noticed I've been shipping now products for 10 years, and the price for shipping has like doubled, in those years. And so it's not as easy when somebody says, hey, I need a refund, or I want you to ship me out, another order. And this is what people do. People will do that many times, where they'll order something and they'll just, use the system. And I don't have a system in place to be able to just keep shipping out double, triple orders, which I did in the past. That's the thing, is that I have been so easily like, oh, no problem, we'll just ship you out another one. And I just realized, I started doing numbers and things, and I just was like, I don't know if I can do that, and I promise you that I'm not intentionally trying to sabotage anything, any order or anything. I'm really simply trying to help the best that I can with wherever you're at, and help as many people as possible. So thank you. Thanks you for allowing me to vent a little bit. I have been absorbing a little bit of that concern. I wanted to voice that here and let everybody know that when you order with me, I do get a lot of orders. I get probably about 100 orders a week, and I'm making everything by hand. I'm harvesting by hand. Today we got a couple pounds probably worth of greens here, just from these few trees. I'm going to wash them up, and I'll get them on the racks. You're more than welcome to come and visit me. I'm usually open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 2. Today is Sunday, and we have a little bit of a special event. It's actually a big special event today. So let's go on a little tour, so that way you can see the place fully. I mean, we're a full summer now, and so it's going to be great to go ahead and just do a little bit of a walkabout with you and show you just how much this space has grown up. Thanks a lot for listening to my rant, my concerns. I just want to help as many people as possible. Man, people can be tough. People can be tough and rude, and especially just because I'm, in the business, people think that they can talk to me a certain way. And, typically if someone's really nice and sweet and they're talking to me in a special way, I do accommodate. But it's just when I get a lot of people that are short and rude, and I get it. They're upset. They want to get growing. It's nature. It's not going to be as fast as you may like. The order, it takes time. Also, the tree may not grow as fast as you like. You might be in a northern climate, and you have to understand, like, you have to go with the season just right. So like, I planted 75,000 seeds in April. It's already July, and people are starting to plant seeds right now in July. But in that tail end, you might have a shorter growing season. So just set your calendar for April 1st to plant as many seeds as you can to get going. Of course, you can still grow all year. You can grab trees. I have a head start. I'm going to get you 3 months head start if you grab trees from me. And you can also sprout seeds right now in a tray. It's just, I'm trying to build businesses. I'm trying to build farms that can produce, that can provide, that can share their abundance. And I need you to plant 100,000 seeds in April. So that way, by this time next year, July, August, September, we're harvesting thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds together as a team, as a collective. That's going to be the major goal that I'm trying to get people on. So it takes time to get people in the system, come into the members area, learn with me now, plant as many as you can now, work with me over the winter time, learn how to sell, learn how to talk, learn how to grow, and then hit it and get your operation ready to go. And prep your land. Spend the next 6-7 months prepping your land, so that way come February, March, April, you're sprouting seeds in a greenhouse and you're planting thousands and thousands of trees on your property like I have. I see as a farmer how quickly time can go now. Time can go quick. I'm already just blown away that it's already July. So thanks for listening, thanks for hanging. I'm working 16-hour days. So behind the scenes, I just want you to know that I'm tirelessly making sure that your orders go out as fast as possible, that they're the highest quality as possible. I don't rush the process, so please don't rush me, and just trust that I am shipping orders out as fast as I can. It usually takes about 5 to 7 days when an order comes in for me to get it out the door. I do have help that come in and help me ship, but we work, 4 hours a day. We work, the farm is open 4 hours a day. Then the other, 12 hours in the day, I'm working the field. I'm doing communications. I'm making content. I'm filming. I'm traveling, running errands, getting supplies, and doing all the other parts of the business as the CEO. So thanks for watching my journey, seeing some of these behind the scenes feelings. I just wish that everybody could get everything that they need and want going and growing very easily. It's just a matter of the fact that it's nature. Some people are in locations that the trees grow a little slower, or also I think the biggest thing is that most people don't have the experience. So get your experience up and just keep learning, keep watching. I come out with tons of videos. Thanks again. My name is Kendrick Henry. Namaste and Namago. Peace.